welcome in the Rise Inside podcast, where we are just sharing about the stories of the author, how he has written a book, how is the journey. So we will discuss about this. So firstly,
Okay.
please introduce yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Hi, everybody. My name is Paul Sandip. I'm an industrial designer and an innovator, and I've been designing innovative products for about 20 years now for clients across 40 countries, 20 countries, and have won more than 40 design awards. So, what I thought was that during my design process, there's a lot of observation which goes into the process. I observe everyday life and problems, and then identify business ideas out of that. So the idea was to come up with those observations in a humorous manner, and that is what I have tried to capture in my book. I Didn't Say It, which is actually, if you see, these are all observations from everyday life, and I've tried to capture the humor through the book, and it is also a trigger for your imagination for future innovators.
Okay. So I think the book is already lot of designs are there in the book, and it shows you are the designer. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So first of all, we just wanted to discuss about the front cover, like or most I think 9 or 10 reviewers has been read the book. Okay. After reading the book, they firstly feel about that the title of the book and the cover of the book is very unique. Okay. So firstly,
Thank you.
let me explain something regarding the title of the book. How you thought this title will be appropriate for the book.
Okay. As I mentioned, the content of the book actually is all about observation from everyday life. And so there's nothing that is imagination. It is everything that is already there, which all of us are experiencing in our everyday life. That is why I'm saying that I didn't say it. It is all of us which we are experiencing it.
Yes. Okay.
So that is why I'm saying that particularly this is not my imagination. So I didn't say it.
Yeah, that's a great. So in the front cover of the book, I think you have portrayed yourself in a vector design. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So can you tell us, our readers, like how many pages are there in the book?
Yes. This book contains of 150 pages, and there are about 70 illustrations. Like, it's a very unique format, as I said. If you see this, one side is actually illustration, and the other side is the observation and the remark about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So this is how the content is.
Yeah, it's fine. So can you explain a particular, like what the illustration wanted to show and what the observation meaning?
Yes, surely. So, do you want me to pull up a page and then explain that?
Yeah, it's also fine.
Okay. Let me just. Okay. Now let us see this example. If you see this illustration, this talks about the husband waiting for her wife while she is shopping, but has found no place to sit actually.
Okay.
Now, this is an observation which I think you also have experienced when you go shopping in a mall. There is no place to sit.
Yes, absolutely right.
Right. So we are all struggling with our bags and waiting for our spouses while they are doing the shopping. So you'll find no sitting area in a shopping mall. Right. Now, this is an observation which everyone has thought of. Now, if you talk about it if you are an innovator or a designer, let's say you are an interior designer. Now, can you think of certain ideas through which you can create furnitures for such stores, yet it does not disturb the shopping experience? So this is why I'm saying that these observations are trigger for your imagination, for designers.
Okay. So it's particular related to the observation, like in everyday life we facing some kind of issues. Okay.
Yes.
So this is you portrayed in the book.
Exactly. Like, I'll give you another example. let's say we go to a shop and we want to buy a burger. I will not name any specific brand, but let's say we are going to a shop to buy a burger. Okay, now this image shows that the boy at the counter is confused because the person is asking for a simple chicken burger. Because if you see, there are so many options.
Options are there. Yeah.
You know, options are like deluxe burger, triple mayo burger, and so many options. So you're confused which one to buy. Now this is an observation that why need so many complicated options.
Yeah.
So this is a trigger for brands to reconsider that consumers are actually facing difficulty in choosing what they want to eat.
Okay.
Could be if you go to a coffee shop, again you'll find XYZ examples of options, but if you want to have a simple coffee, you don't have that option.
Yeah.
This is a humor. See, this book is actually a satire, a book of satire, you could say, where I'm trying to identify the everyday situations we are facing as problems in our society. And I'm not complaining about it, but I'm showing there's an opportunity to create a better experience.
Yes. Okay. So this is a great book. Actually, our 10 or 9 reviewers has been already read this book. After that, they give a good review to you. That's why you has been chosen as a literary award in 2025. Okay, from the Rise Inside. And also, I wanted to discuss like as in a writer's journey, you are facing a lot of issues during the writing a book. Okay, after that, in a publishing part, you are also facing many problems. Like sometimes author cannot able to find a good publishers. Okay, or in this online situation, okay, there are a lot of spam is also happening. So how did you find a good publisher to publish your book?
Okay, very interesting question. I think this needs to be answered. And see, as I said, I'm a designer. I run a design studio called Paul Studio, and which is run primarily by me and my wife. We both are designers from National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, NID Ahmedabad. So once we created this book, like she edited the entire stuff, and we were ready with the book. So I initially thought of reaching out to publishers. But since I was new to this, it took me some time to understand that the traditional publishing route is very lengthy. And since this content was very unique, like this does not actually fall under any specific genre.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you cannot call this a comic book. This is not a novel. This is not a poetry. So this is not a very specific genre. This was a new genre itself. So I thought that instead of me waiting, endlessly for the traditional publishers to get back to me, and sometimes they might also not get back to me because they will not understand what the book is about. So I thought I should take the initiative and publish it myself. So I have not even gone to any online self-publishing company.
Okay.
I have published this book. So this is actually published by Paul Studio.
Okay.
So this is the entirely creation, editing, the illustrations are hand-drawn by me, and the book is published by Paul Studio. So it's entirely we've done, and we've been successfully launched this at various online platforms. Like it is available on Amazon, and in fact, a lot of libraries, design institutes like NIFT, IIT, Narsi Munji, many other design schools also like NID Ahmedabad. They're all happy to keep my book in their libraries. So within this is the first volume was launched in April. In fact, I've also released the second volume, and over a period of this was done in April. So I think within a short span, I have been able to really gather a lot of attention and admiration. And you will be happy to know that a couple of week back, this actually hit the rank 19 on Amazon bestseller.
That's great. Okay. So once you the second edition has been already released on Amazon?
Yes. The second is also on Amazon. So I'm trying to build a series. So the series name is I Didn't Say It.
Okay.
And for example, if you see, this is
It's
volume
a volume
one.
one.
So I have volume two, and eventually I plan to release many more. Looking at the success of the first one, so I'm all the more encouraged to create a lot more about it.
Okay, so then means that the volume one is already published, and this book is a volume one, and after that you also has been released your volume second. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so when like our readers expect that the volume 3 will be coming?
Well, I'm working on it because I have to be very, very meticulous in terms of selecting the idea.
Yeah.
And if you allow me, I'll explain how I actually get these ideas.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so like whenever, for example, I'm visiting a mall or going out somewhere or talking to someone, I observe everyday life and people and their behavior very minutely. And from there, I take inspiration for the next cartoon or illustration, whatever you want to call it. And then I start illustrating it. So it's all hand-drawn.
Okay.
All the illustrations are hand-drawn. In fact, the cover page is also hand-drawn.
Okay. So I think it takes lot of time to.
Lot of time. Yes. Yeah. So creating the third volume, I think it's going to take me some time. So probably around September, October, I should be ready with volume 3.
Okay, that's great. So as a designer, I also worked in lot of designs, so I am aware that in every illustrations, or if you are just doing a vector art, it takes lot of time to generate. Okay, so I think you have put your lot of efforts in the book, and also the content is super unique. There are no content like that, and I think you have created a different genre in Amazon or in a book category. So this is a huge success as an author.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
As our reviewers has been shared the feedback with us that your book is a super unique, and everyone at least should read the book at least twice. They need to read, because once they read the book, then they feel that this is just a book. Okay, but when they again read the book, they experience and observe that the book, like it is happening with me, like whenever I go to mall or any stores, then this thing already happened with the persons. So
exactly. In fact, you are very right when you said experience, because I've got feedback from people that this book is an experience itself. So you're not just reading it, you're experiencing the book. You are taken to your own experiences. Okay, मेरे साथ कैसे हुआ था? I have also experienced this thing, and so this triggers a lot of nostalgia also. And interestingly, I did not imagine that my reader base will be so wide. Like I have got a 10-year-old reader, and I've also got a 90-year-old reader.
Yeah, that's it.
And both the spectrum, they are equally enjoying it. For the youngsters, it is something they might not have experienced, but now they know, acha, aisa ho sakta hai mere sath. I can also. So that is there. And for the elder generation, they always go into the nostalgia that, okay, I have experienced this.
Yeah, elder generation definitely feel this type of nostalgia. So once you write the book and publish the book in Amazon, Flipkart, or your own website, then you are a designer, then I think you have the team as well. So but many of the authors don't have this kind of support. Okay, they cannot able to promote the book in right way. So even the content is very good, they cannot able to sell a lot of books. Okay, so for the new authors, can you just explain or share your experience with the readers or the authors, that how they can able to promote the book in a right way?
Yes. Well, as you rightly mentioned, as a designer, I'm equipped with all the skill set to actually conceive an idea and market it. Right, but I understand if someone is coming from a situation where they have the idea but not the skill set to create it, then I would say that you have to first break down your book into different elements. Like for example, the cover of the book is a element which is very important
Yes, sir.
in a book. So you should actually then look out for artists who are creating original artwork, so that your book cover is very very interesting. Instead of going for stock images,
Okay.
you should actually approach an artist and then get your book cover designed
According to your imagination.
according to your imagination. So the book, although we say that never judge the book by its cover, but the hard fact is it is always judged by the cover.
Yes, sir. Yeah. This is
Right.
absolutely right.
Yeah, so I think that is one. Second is that regarding getting your ISBN number and the barcode and all of that. So I learned it all by myself.
Okay.
That this is not rocket science. It can be done easily. Like
Yeah.
there is one government website, ISBN website, where you
Yeah.
can actually apply for your book and you can get the ISBN number, and you can also get your barcode. So all these things, an individual without any specific design background or skill set can also get to do these things.
Okay.
This is one. So one was the cover, second was the legal aspect of it, which is the ISBN number and the copyright and all of that has to be created. And then I think you should then go to a printer. You should find a printer.
Printer. This will be very important.
Yes, the quality of the paper. Like for example, for this I have selected very premium 100 GSM quality pages, because my illustrations are I don't want text to be seen through the illustration. So I've used really thick paper. Yeah. So you have to be careful about the quality of the product, and you can go to a printer and then depending on the quantities you can invest in, you have to then negotiate with them and get a good deal and get your thing printed.
Okay.
And today I think getting onto Amazon and selling, Amazon is a very very good platform which supports novice also. You don't need to be an expert to start selling on Amazon. You will become an expert eventually. I can only say this because I have learned everything from scratch. So first is the content which obviously you have created. Second is the book cover. You go to a professional and get it done. Third is the legal aspect, the ISBN and all of that. This you can do and have your control over it. The fourth is your finding a printer, good printer. And the fifth is your online selling platform, which is Amazon or Flipkart or any other thing which is there.
Okay.
So yeah, I think from design point of view, the only thing you require is the cover design, and maybe if your book has some diagrams or anything, then the inside layouting of the book.
Okay, that's it.
Yes.
So we also know about the design, but in the designs now there are a lot of AI has been there in the market. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and in future when you are going to publish your volume 3, so you are doing the designs by yourself, or you can be taken help by the AI as well?
No, I'm pretty sure that I will not be using AI at all for any of my content, because what I believe is that when the world is moving towards creating AI generated images, down the line, this will become a rare thing.
Yeah.
Hand-drawn thing will be a very rare thing. People will lose out on this skill because like for example, we don't count mentally, we use a calculator. We've already forgotten how to calculate.
Yeah.
10 plus 2 भी हम calculator में करते हैं, right? Because we've lost that mental capability. So eventually we will lose a lot of capabilities due to AI, because it feels that it is making our life easier, but it's actually taking away our capabilities. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do everything by hand, because in the long run this is what will become something rare.
Yeah, I think in future if someone have the skills or do hand with the illustrations, they can be able to design, then I think
Yes.
the cost will be very high for that person.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
we just save our skill or improve our skill, okay, then I think in future most of the person will be move to the AI, and there are
Yes.
very few persons who can able to design like that.
Yes. Yes.
So I think this is also a very plus point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the if in the book, if you wanted to share something, like I think as the author you have written something which you like most in the content. Okay, so if you wanted to share like some quotes or some observation from your book which is really likes you.
Okay. I think, okay, let me just pull it out.
Yeah, can you just
It's actually,
can you just tell us to the readers, because maybe
Yes.
we can readers cannot able to read the content.
yes, yes, yes. So, this image is actually of a black cat.
Black cat,
And
yeah.
in our Indian, society, we
Yeah.
consider this as a superstition that it is not good. So whenever it crosses our path, we stop. But when we see a red light at the signal, we don't stop. So that is the irony. So the cat is saying, I can do what the red light cannot.
Yeah,
I think this is a very powerful message in a very, very humorous and a subtle manner.
it's a deep message. That's why I told to the readers to read it at least twice, then they
Yes.
can able to experience it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, so like we also wanted to know about your childhood journey, like there are something which inspired you to become as a designer, also a writer. Okay, so how your journey has been started. We also wanted to know about your college journey, how you come to the designing part, and also about your wife, how you connected with your wife, how this company has been founded.
Okay. Well, even way back before I thought of becoming a designer, when I was in school, in class 9th, I actually happened to visit the Statesman House. It's an English newspaper in Kolkata. And I met the editor, and she gave me the first opportunity to actually write short stories and illustrate them.
Okay.
That was way back in 1993-94. I started with my first writing short stories and illustrating them. And thereafter, I went on to Nagpur to pursue my engineering studies. I'm a BE electrical engineer. So I was doing my engineering. That's where I met my classmate and wife, Suhasini.
Okay.
And while I was pursuing my engineering, I was looking for a avenue to express my creativity. So I met a couple of editors in the Nagpur city, and then I got a chance to start my own pocket column.
Okay.
In a newspaper called Lokmat Times. It's a very popular newspaper in Maharashtra.
Okay.
So I started my pocket column called Not As You See, where I used to actually observe everyday life and then comment on it. It used to come every day in the newspaper.
Okay.
It was a daily pocket column. And then I started doing caricatures, and in 2000 I won the best cartoonist of the year from Nagpur University. That was a big impetus for me to seriously think of this, pursuing this. And meanwhile, while I was doing this, I also realized that I have a technical bent of mind, and I also have a creative bent of mind. So I'm an engineer and I'm a cartoonist. So bringing these two things, I wanted to become an innovator. And then I went to NIT Ahmedabad to pursue industrial design in my post-graduation. And thereafter, I became equipped with the know-how and the techniques of innovation. That how do you actually innovate your products, everyday products. And I think thereafter, I was employed by the LG Electronics in India and Seoul, and I designed a lot of products for them. And eventually, over the past 2 decades now, as I said in the beginning, I have designed more than 1,000 products for worldwide clients. And 20 years after, I again decided to go back to my hobby or a first love, which was illustrating and cartooning.
Okay.
And that is when I decided to actually start drawing again for the book, and I converted these drawings into the book.
Okay.
So this has been my journey of being a cartoonist, then drifting away from it and becoming a designer, and then again realizing that this is something which is unique and I wanted to share to the world, because all my innovative ideas come from these kind of observations. And so I thought I should document these observations, and in future this might help others to come up with new ideas of products and solutions.
That's great. The journey is too inspiring. The one of the important thing I just also wanted to know, like you are a TEDx speaker, not
Yes.
in a one time. I think you are a 4-time TEDx speaker. So
Yes.
let me explain. Tell me how you reached the TEDx, and how is your journey to reach at this moment, because as a one-time TEDx speaker, this is a huge recognition. Okay, but you are a 4-time TEDx speaker, so first of all, congratulations for that. Okay,
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
we also wanted to know like how you reached at this position.
Okay. Well, as I said, in the design field, people already are aware of my contribution to the design field. In the literary world, I'm pretty new with my first and second book now. So, back in 2014, TEDx actually had approached me and my wife Suhasini. Suhasini is a toy designer. She designs the toys inside Kinder Joy chocolates, the surprise toys.
That's it.
Yeah. So TEDx platform was pretty new back then in the country, and we were the first few designers who were invited by TEDx on their platform. So that was the beginning of my first TEDx, and I mostly talk about innovation by observation, because that is what I do. I observe and I innovate, and so through my designs, probably people felt that there is some uniqueness in my technique, which is so simple and very impactful, and probably that is why so many TEDx opportunities came by. In fact, in 2023, we were invited by the state government of Moscow to actually talk about our design process and explain how we design for India at a global stage also.
That's a great achievements. Then once if you wanted to share something to the designers, like in this generation, mostly in 2024 and 25, and I think around 2023, designers rule the content creation journey. Okay, like first
Yes.
of all, there are some parts like video editing, graphic designing, your illustration designings, okay, and some product designings as well. So on this part, this is I think a best situation, okay, or the moment for the designer. So if you like you have a lot of experience, okay, and you also said that you are new in the author's field, okay, but you have written a book recently, but you have almost 10 to 15 years of experience, which you
20.
have drawn 20 years
20.
experience. Yeah, you have drawn in the book, then you can able to write a book. Okay, so as a new designers, okay, if you wanted to tell something like that, how they can improve their self, how they can avoid AIs, okay, because if they are using AI, they cannot able to or capable to do something imaginative. Okay,
Yes.
so what
Yes.
is your experience on that, sir?
See, what I feel is that any new technology which helps us reduce our effort is a very big distraction.
Yeah.
So the current generation is hugely distracted by the means and methods of reducing the effort.
Yeah.
So what my message to them is that when you're starting off, do not think of reducing your effort. Think of how much effort you can put in, how much extra mile you can go, because that is what will help you develop your unique identity.
Yeah.
You know, so if day one you start thinking ki, shortcut mein kya ho jayega, then it will be short-lived. Shortcut will lead to anything which is short-lived. You might get one thing success, but consistency is very important. And for consistency, you cannot be dependent on technology, because technology is not consistent. Technology is ever changing. Today you might master one software, tomorrow it is obsolete. But if you master the art of thinking, it always stays with you.
Yeah.
If you master the art of drawing, it always stays with you. So build on your skills, and of course take help of technology, but completely dependency is what is, I find, as a big distraction. And I think this is what I think they should keep in mind.
Yeah, that's great. So I think as per the conversation, I think if the readers or some users watching your podcast, and each and every word has been explained your experience, reflections of your experiences.
Thank you.
And so you have also told that I think as per the conversation, I feel that simplicity is your main agenda. Okay, like you use the simplicity by very unique way. Okay, in the book, in the cover of the book, title of the book, even I have also visited your website where you use very few colors, just a black and white background. Okay, but that simplicity is stand out. Okay, I think this is a very great thing. And also
I would like to add to this that I'm so surprised and happy that this concept of simplicity in my work is very well known in the design industry.
Okay.
But I'm new to this author world and the literary world, and you have observed that. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
That this simplicity is also standing out in this new domain which I'm entering. Because I believe in distillation of thoughts. Whatever you see on my website or in my book is clutter free.
Okay.
It is because I think a lot about it. I distill it to the purest form, and then I share it with my readers or my fellow designers.
Okay. So that's a great, I think so. This is just not the experience of 20 years, but it's also a filtration of at least 20 to 30 layers. Then
Yes.
you have shared your purest and one of the best form of the writing as well as your illustrations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a too unique. Okay, I have take a feedback from my readers, but as per the conversation, I already experienced more about you, like how you have put your efforts in the book. And I think every readers, as well as specific to the designers, they need
Yes.
to read the book. Okay, if they wanted to know about how they can use the simplicity by unique methods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great
Absolutely
thing.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I also my other team members are using this kind of the podcast by just they are creating a script, but I'm not doing like that. I just do it totally unfiltered. I just conversation with the authors and
Yes.
know about the journey. I think this is the better way to attach the readers.
Because I think we are having a very free and a genuine conversation.
Genuine conversation. That's right.
Yeah. In fact, I'm seeing you for the first time today.
Yeah.
So nothing of this is scripted, because everything is genuine, and I really find that you have so much of interest in this domain, which So because I am trying to bridge the gap between design and literature through this book. So it's a very new thing, kind of experiment I'm doing. And yeah, thankfully everyone is appreciating it. And thank you so much actually to you that you've understood my simplicity wala jo concept hai. This is visible to you also.
सिंप्लिसिटी आई थिंक सो हो रहा है सर, जो भी हम लोग कन्वर्सेशन कर रहे हैं, आई कैन एबल टू फील दैट. ओके, देन I also just read your regarding your book. Then I found that your book, which is just recently launched, but you have win I think some award. I cannot able to recognize the name. So can you just explain it about it?
Yeah, I think I was shortlisted for the Golden Book Award. And today you announced me as a winner for the Literary 25, so I'm also very grateful and thankful to you. And in fact, one of the dream come true moments for me was my fourth TED Talk. Sometime I had thought long back that one day I will write a book and I should be able to take that book to the TEDx platform.
Yeah.
And it came to me as a surprise that I had published the book, and immediately after that I got an invitation from the TEDx platform to talk about it. So it was a dream come true for me moment as well, although I had been a TEDx speaker thrice before that. But the dream come true moment was that when I had thought my book should be presented on that platform and I could do that. So that was something very as a very big recognition for me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you manifest it and you make it true.
Yeah, manifestation is a new age word. I don't know what it actually means, but I think I strongly had this desire and somehow it happened. And I don't plan things much. I let things happen, and by God's grace, good things have happened.
Yeah. So in just a small conversation, I observed that you are not going to manifest or think about this. You are just doing the things, and then after that, you mastering the things.
Yeah, I believe one thing I think is a very important observation about myself is that I don't wait for the opportunity to come. Every day I should be doing something towards my bigger goal. This is what I believe. Like for example, I might be able to come up with the volume 3 in a year's time, but every day I'm trying to at least take a note of any observation, trying to write a story around it. I'll refine it. So it takes time, but I believe every day is an opportunity to move an inch further.
That's great. So continue doing the things is lot of better than they just thinking, lying on the bed and then finding opportunities. Otherwise, you just do things on daily basis, then you can, I think, definitely reach to your goal. That's
like day 1, if you do something, in day 365 you already have done so many things.
Yeah. And practice is, I think, most of the important things in design.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we observe that the book is very unique and everyone should read the book, but also that I just wanted to know about the quick recap regarding the book, like why the readers should buy the book. Any specific point you wanted to share?
Yes. If you're looking for digital detox, if you are tired of scrolling on the phone, I think this book is a good flip through. You can start from any page and close and leave the book and again pick it up from any page. It will help you start thinking again. So if you're a non-designer and are not looking for inspiration, this is pure fun and entertainment for you. If you're a designer looking for inspiration, or if you are an entrepreneur looking for a new business idea, then this book is a treasure for you, because it has so many problems. As an entrepreneur, what we do, we try to solve problems. So I have observed so many problems that you can find solutions for them.
That's great. So yes. I think our readers after this podcast, if it is good, then they also wanted to know about your next book, like a second book which you have published and they also want to do this kind of the podcast as well. So in this podcast we also invites you to do a one more podcast where we specifically discuss about your second book.
Surely, surely we'll do that.
Okay, sir. Okay.